The Sheriff's Department has paid out hundreds of millions of dollars in settlements to Sheriff's Department personnel who have sued the department for other members of the department and thus the department.
Embarrassing, isn't it?
Bob Olmsted was a commander in the custody division with the Los Angeles County Sheriff's Department. His efforts to rectify the huge number of problems were so completely frustrated by the staff of executive officers that he quit in disgust and is now running for sheriff to get rid of Sheriff Baca and his cabal of corrupt under sheriffs. The number of massive and continuing payouts in lawsuits is astounding, and they are all due to misbehavior by the sheriff's deputies.
It's a variety of stuff. It's force, inappropriate force, it's retaliation, it's a variety of stuff. And the unique thing about this, Leslie, I'm sure you'll appreciate this, is that $100 million in the last 3 years, that's just a payout. That's not even talking about the attorney fees.
What has caused this tsunami of flagrant abuses by sheriff's deputies? Bob Olmsted has the answer.
When they went back and looked at all the discipline that's been meted out since 2004 until now, they realized that the majority of the discipline that's occurred have come out of the hiring of the last 2,000 people. And so all I can say is the change of management, the change of the people that were working there, the change of the leadership, I personally believe has led to the particular problem of all the discipline that's occurred here in the last 9-10 years.
Who was responsible for this change of management and leadership? We ask him.
Mr. Tanaka was the one that directed it. He wanted to make sure that Mr. Baca had attained his goal of reaching 2,000 people hired in a very short period of time. When it stalled because we took the cream of the crop right off the top, and it stalled because we couldn't go any lower based on the standards that we had, that entire group of supervisors, sergeants, and background investigators were wholesale dismissed, sent out to go find new jobs elsewhere with new supervisors coming in under the command of Lieutenant Gajevich. And at that particular point, all of a sudden, we found 1,000 new applicants, 1,000 new deputies. So something happened between the first 1,000 and the last 1,000, and this wholesale change in leadership and management of the background process.
So he's suggesting that the formerly high standards for hiring deputies were relaxed just to get the hiring numbers up to meet the quota set by Sheriff Baca. There's an apparent connection.
Now you take a look at from 2004 until now and all the discipline and firings that have occurred, and there's a direct correlation between the people hired then and the indication that the standards have been changed and the discipline that occurred. We should have learned from what we did in the 80s. We should have learned from Miami-Dade in the 80s that they end up hiring murderers and thugs who embarrassed the department, and now it's coming back to bite us because now we've hired inappropriate people during this 2000 mass hiring process.
Wow. $100 million of our tax money paid out in punitive settlements to sheriff's personnel who have been directly harmed by the misconduct of sheriff's deputies and even an under-sheriff.
That is a lot of taxpayer money. What are we doing about it? How are we handling this? This is gross mismanagement, and this is just a disservice to the citizens of LA County.
We want to know what you, the viewers, think. Please respond to our survey and leave your comments below. Number 1, do you think it's practical to hire sheriff candidates with criminal records, even if they're adequately monitored with supervision? Yes or no? Number 2, did you know that the excessive legal costs and huge settlement payouts are used by Sheriff Baca, rubber-stamped by the Board of Supervisors, to cover up serious problems in the department? Yes or no? Be sure to leave your comments below. I'm Leslie Dutton. Thank you.